So Krispy Kreme now has a free Krispy filled with cream for the entire year if you show the proof of your vaccinations. Basically, you bring in your vaccine passport or vaccine card, whatever it's called, and that's the reward you get. I'm not going to post the link on this because I'm sure all of you already heard about it. If you didn't, it's all over mainstream news, so you can look it up yourself. But I know a lot of you who think for yourself, who know what's going on in this twisted world, that this is true. You know, obviously obesity, the elephant in the room, continues to be ignored. The obesity problem in United States of America. You go outside, you go in the Walmart, any other grocery store, you go in the city, you see a lot of people in motorized carts driving around. You see it in suburbs, you see it everywhere. And it's not because, you know, a lot of them have, let's say, back problems. Yes, there are cases like that, don't get me wrong. But mostly it's just unhealthy living, overweight, and you name it. Now, again, I'm not knocking anyone here. I believe obesity is a very dangerous disease, and it needs to be looked at more serious. And this is why all these people that actually did die from flu, from COVID, or whatever, is mostly because of diabetes. That's all caused from obesity, heart problems, all of that. So we don't have to be doctors to know this. This is just, I believe, common knowledge. But again, it is being ignored. Krispy Kreme giving out free Krispy Kreme for the entire year is being celebrated as they are, you know, basically good guys here. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And when you add other stuff like currency being devalued every single day, a lot of people are ignoring this elephant in the room. While everybody's focused on free donuts, soon it will be free burger, free cheeseburger. Just imagine all that. I mean, you all saw a lot of videos, people fighting for a free burger when one of these fast food joints decided to do like a free burger one day or something, and people were fighting in line who was cutting the line and all this stuff. I mean, you just... It is unbelievable what is going on. And this is also an interesting thing to point out. When I first moved from Europe, when I came to the United States, I've seen a lot of people using coupons, and I've seen it from some family members. And some of them were really true savers, right? These are pretty successful people. They kind of pay attention to where they're shopping, how they're doing. But most people, when it comes to coupons, it's because they're so used to handouts. It's not because they're good savers. So now when you add a free donut, a free burger, just imagine the rush, the herd mentality that's going to come into place here. It's unbelievable. Like I said, but the main thing is the distraction from what's really taking place. It's this financial, spiritual reset, basically reset of everything. It's the new world that we are living in. I think everyone knows this by now, and if you don't, you probably live under a rock. You will own nothing and be happy. I made a video on this. This went mainstream as well. A lot of people embraced it. They believe in, you know, NFTs. I will post some links on this one because a lot of you may not heard about it. You know, obviously, digital currencies, Bitcoin, all of this stuff, you own digits on the screen, you own barcodes, and you will own nothing and be happy. For right now, you're doing really good. If you're, you know, early Bitcoin purchaser, adopter, you bought Bitcoin at $100 a Bitcoin, $1,000, $10,000 a Bitcoin, you're doing really good. Again, how long this is going to last, we don't know, but I do believe you will own nothing and be happy is not put out there just because. There is a major push for this, and like I said, a lot of people are actually embracing it, and we're mostly talking about millennials who are just loving this idea of everything is easier, everything is done digitally nowadays. That is true. If internet goes down, if anything happens like this, you might want to reconsider your options. This is already happening all over the world. We've seen outages, we've seen issues with Robinhood, what they did when it comes to trading. All these institutions basically own you. Even if your crypto is on the ledger that is in your possession, you're still relying on the middleman, which is the internet. So again, nothing wrong with speculating in any of this, but all of this stuff is being distracted from what is going on. The dollar is losing its purchasing power as we speak. And you all know this when you look at the prices of food, when you look at prices of lumber. This barn behind me that we built not long ago, the prices continue going up. The guys that built it, that spend a lot of time in places like Lowe's, Home Depot, they were telling me, this is back in October, how they were so shocked how these prices were so high, and now it's like 300–400% from then for lumber. Like I mentioned, copper. Look at all this that's going on. Nickel, lithium. I mean, just a lot of stuff that is used, like for instance, for if you decided to build your home because you had some land. All of this is just in your face. Healthcare. People continue to ignore it. Like I said, you are supposed to be focused on free handouts. And the things that are actually killing people, especially Americans, is fast food. Places like Krispy Kreme, they are looked at as good guys. So continue preparing. I hope you guys continue to do so. This is not going to end well for a lot of people. Hard tangible assets in your possession, you just got basically opposite from you will own nothing and be happy. Is why I decided to have my own food. Is why I decided to have land, a lot of land. I decided to make a move from the big cities. I've had a lot of comments on Twitter. People would send inbox pictures, you know, from high rise with a couple of hot, you know, women around them, and they're drinking fancy scotch, and they're saying, yeah, you enjoy, you know, being on the farm, hillbilly, all this stuff. I'm like, man, this guy. I lived in Las Vegas. I basically lived on the Las Vegas Strip. I basically lived in places like Venetian, Wynn Casino, where I played poker full time. I lived in the high rise on Michigan and Delaware in Chicago, and I lived right on the beach in Florida. Like, I don't know what these people are talking about. At some point, you just have to wake up and understand this is the reality we are facing right now. This is the reality that we are in, and a lot of people haven't seen anything yet. So I really hope a lot of you trolls out there, I really hope at this point, since you continue to ignore the obvious, you learn a lifelong lesson, the power of tangibility, the power of owning hard tangible assets in your possession. That's why I talked about getting into the market, getting out, using every profit I can to buy while I still can some actual real money. Let me show you this real quick to close off this video. I want to keep it under 10 minutes. If you like it, share it with your friends and family. And if you ever have food shortages or anything, you know where to go. Let me know. Hold on. So this is where we keep Bonnie, our horse, and look who decided to lay an egg inside here. I think it's pretty cool. So we got about 8 to 10 eggs now a day. We got 1 rooster and 16 chicks, and they spend time. I don't know if you can see, it's very bright and sunny out here today, 70 degrees. We keep them inside the shed at night. Keep them away from predators, and then they free range during the day. If we are outside, when we go in, we kind of keep them here. We got metal roof, if you will, so bald eagles don't get them. So yeah, we got beef, we got all kinds of stuff. And it feels pretty good when you go in the morning and you just pick up a basket full of eggs. It's kind of like picking gold. Really good feeling. Take care. God bless you all, and we will talk soon.